Hey there, this is Mini Pots with a unboxing. I got a couple boxes. I got something from Recreational Conflict and from eBay. The so I don't haven't been buying a lot really. I'm trying to catch up on my Hide, Stone, and Bone, and I may have done that and started on my next project as well as another project. So this was a hell of a deal, like 30 bucks on eBay, and this is the Ironhead Squat Prospectors Exo Can. Like this one for 5 parsecs from home, for Cosmica, for a lot of different games. I'm planning on using these to kit bash. I like the strange little bot things, and these usually have a what is it called? The decal. And so I've got to, I don't want to totally take it out. I want to try to keep everything together. And that is a problem I have with the decals, is that I take them from the box and I lay them somewhere else. And this probably, I could have probably looked someplace and found it for cheaper than the suggested retail of 50 some bucks. But I found them on eBay, so I was quite happy about that. So we have bases, which is always nice. And I am guessing, and I am thinking 25 and 32 millimeter, and maybe a couple 23. What is this? I don't know. I will see what the instructions say. And so, no decals, but it gives different arms and the different connectors. And I've not bought any Necromunda for this version of Necromunda, or actually any since the original one. And so I have no idea. Oops, sorry about that. Don't know how easy these will be to use for kit bashing, but I liked that they have the face faces, and they have the robotic faces, and I think they have just the slit. So we have, yeah, there's the slit. And my guess is it's not a robotic face. It's the helmet with the little face plate. So it's an alternate pose. And, well, I have 2 of the Kill Team Hearthkin guys. And so I wanted to get these primarily for the little bot guys. Yeah, it looks like we have, these are bigger bases, so 32. Which is a base size I actually need for some things. I have one of those packs I got off of the Amazon, and that of like 100 32 millimeter bases. And I know there's other sources. I think War Games Atlantic does something. I think that there's probably, and I did ask War Games Atlantic if they were doing. This is from Recreational Conflict. I did ask War Games Atlantic if they're doing the textured 32mm bases at some point, and they said they were. So we will see. So these I just got. So I had gotten these from Amazon, and this is the DZ Baby Mammoth. And I was concerned about the being able to get it because of the being here in the States versus overseas. And shipping wasn't going to be horrible, but it's a nice, I'll have to do some cleanup. Nice miniature. They had it in stock. It does look sort of babyish. I don't know if I'll put it on a base. But we shall see. Yeah, it's going to work out okay. It's not a baby, but it's a baby. So I'm excited about this. And it has the little pewter tusks. I will drill holes there so they can rest further up. This is so cool. I wanted this for a little bit of time. And then they had this weird. So Proxy Models does interesting bases, and they have these base toppers that are usable, I think, for probably a whole range. They said they're usable for 15 on up to much larger bases. And they're just plates. Now, I've been talking about getting in they do have a website, check them out. They are also expanded their stuff to doing a basic miniature. So this is, you can see where you can add these to. Now I've already added something to this base, but you can see where you can add. That is cool. And you can even use you can see where these would fit on different bases. Might have to cut pieces off, but you can sort of even, I don't know if I have that. Unusual piece. And I thought it was unusual enough that I picked a bag of it up. And I thought I'd ordered 2 of these, but we will see. It was like extremely cheap. Nope. And so I will save that for reference if I need to order. So this is a miniature made by Lead Bones. And it is what they're calling a hard suit. So being interested in the Cosmica and Stargrave and legitimate salvage, you can see where this would fit in. I'm not sure the size of base. Probably 32, maybe 25, but I think it's going to be more 32. So it has 2 legs and 2 arms, and it has some different weapons. And I'm thinking you may have to cut off the hands. Oh, look at that. They have a arm that has that is so cool. They did a third arm in there, so you could just have it with this. Then if you had a gun built in the suit, you could attach this to it. You can also magnetize these like that. This guy. That is cool. So I will be ordering, excuse me, at least one more suit, one more of these. They had the complete DZ miniatures on their site. This is Recreational Conflict, and I was very happy to see that, but excuse me. I have to use some gap filler. The casting is very clean. It's neat to see different cool new stuff. And I have my little helpers that might come in and get Snoopy, so I'm going to try to stretch. I had a bunch of this bubble wrap saved up and they found it, and that's fine. I was happy they got into that versus some other things. And that is something new for me. I'm just really intrigued with that. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you're now aware of at least another internet retailer here in the States. And if you're doing Hide, Stone, and Bone, if you're doing some other games, they had some different stuff. They had some paranormal investigator type groups. They had, so if you're doing Forbidden Ruin, they have a like 15 or 20 unit group that could possibly work for that. They have the hazmat suit group, excuse me, which would work for Arizona Alpha, and it's a nice group. Not overly detailed, but not underly detailed, which was, I don't know if that makes any sense. It doesn't have to, but impressed with it. So very nice. Got it ordered on, I forget if it was earlier this week. eBay closed over this weekend, and I ordered this Monday or Tuesday, and I got it today. And today being Wednesday. So it was probably Monday when I ordered it. So thank you very much for watching, and hope you're doing okay. And here's to your hobby projects done and undone, and see where they can get you. So I didn't pay attention to see if this made it in the, but that is the mammoth. And I will undo my camera mount, so hang on. Here is a front view. I thought he was a little bit different build. I say he, the baby mammoth was a little bit different build, but that is cool. So appreciate your time. Hope you like this. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them in the below. Thank you all that have recently subscribed to me. I hope you've gotten something out of this, and I hope to have some more videos up soon. Take care. Happy gaming.